Very good question about right forearm position at address and my apparent different views on the subject. Okay, if you're starting somebody from absolute scratch, I don't see any advantage to setting them up on the hands-only plane with the right forearm above the plane. None at all. Having said that, so in building blocks and you know, in Never Slice Again, we wound up with the forearm pretty much on plane at address. With in building blocks, I would say building blocks and Never Slice Again, just slightly left of mid-body hands. Here, I'm trying to show you. I have no problem having my forearm on plane with even with mid-body hands. I think it's easier for people trying to hit a draw because it'll help you, get the club going to the inside. It also helps these people who are doing twist away to set their wrist cock a little sooner as they're also trying to feel the twist just to get their left wrist front. That's those people. Now, somebody trying to hit a fade, trying to set up more of a backswing where they're maybe trying to set the club a little later and not twisting it as much because you just don't need to. Those people, to me, work out better with the forearm just slightly high because the right shoulder is in a different position. Now, when I go to impact, you can see how that lowers my shoulder and my forearm gets on plane. To me, that would be standard for the good player or somebody that's absolutely trying to left to right. But there's no rule of thumb there. I mean, except what I just told you. In general, if you want the club to stay outside your hands longer, low hands with a high forearm probably will help you. Mac O'Grady's always been a big proponent of this. He's a big, at P1, the club has to be right here. I mean, baloney, it can be any place, and I'm sure he teaches that now. But the point is, people who teach that position tend to like low hands because the more your hands are low, the more the club head's outside your hands to start with. So, I mean, that might help you a little bit. I think that in general, though, you'll find, if you look at the great players in history, that there were more people who just had good posture, let their arms hang, then grip the club like that, and had mid-body hands. And then at impact, the handle was raised because everything was trying to get pulled in line, and all of this was unwound more, so the right shoulder was further down plane, and the right forearm was then perfectly on plane. I think that's more standard, but setting up with the forearm on plane helps a lot of golfers of all different levels, and I wish I had a definitive thing, except if I had a little more information on your golf swing, I could probably tell you a little bit better recommendation. But in person, when I look at people, if it doesn't look like that setup that they're coming to me with is affecting what they're trying to do, I ain't fooling with it. But lots of people, most people, have a setup, including a hand and forearm position and grip, that don't match what they're trying to do, is very incompatible, and I fix it. But having said that, I would say better players, forearm slightly high, mid-body hands, forearm get put on plane and impact, and newer golfers or people fighting slice, need to take it more to the inside, shorter backswings, don't have time to set it, put the forearm more in plane at address, and I think you'll find that you may even do it both ways. Some forearm on plane for certain shots and forearm above the plane for certain shots. Hope this helps.